Um, I, I don't know what that was about. I honestly don't, and I couldn't tell you. Okay. It's green now, so hopefully it goes ahead and fixes itself. Um, no, I don't know what y'all did, but this thing was not connecting. It tried to connect like 10 times, and I don't know what y'all did. I don't know what y'all did. SD, let's see about your love reading. Said no. I mean, dependent. And I did see you say being called sugar is making you soft. Feels nice. You've never been called sugar before? You must not have been down south. You must never been to the south. Baby, we say sugar, honey, and all that. SD, you got the world upright. This is the road to El Dorado. This is going in the right direction, doing what you need to do. This is everything you wanted is right before you. You just walk to it. Knight of Pentacles is inverted. You might be. It's not so much bored, but you're not doing things that benefit you. It's kind of different from being idle. As far as the world being upright, it means you're doing everything you need to do. As far as the Knight of Pentacles being inverted, this is not really taking beneficial actions. Can I see YY chat? What is YY? Um, I say it feels chaotic as hell right now. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm not even about to sit here and worry about that. The Knight of Pentacles is all about the person who does everything they can to get what they want. And right now, you're not doing it. Again, I think you might be a little burnt out. You got the High Priestess upright. This, for some reason, I'm thinking of is like a woman waiting. Right. I mean, that's what you should do. I did not see you saying hi. I did not ignore you. What the fuck is going on? I saw you say hi, but I did. Let me look. No, you didn't say hi. You said just abandon us. How does Jessica feel about me now? That's it. Don't be fucking with me. With the High Priestess being upright, I get the sense of someone waiting. But at the same time, the first thing I'm thinking of is I'm thinking more of waiting. I'm thinking more of waiting. I don't know what the fuck this energy is, but it feels chaotic as fuck, and I just can't get past it. The tower is inverted. The tower being inverted is it's not as earth shattering as you think. It's not gonna be a whirlwind sweep you off your feet type thing. It is not like a traumatic event. It's not like a karmic big boom type of event. It's none of that. Like I don't see a relationship right now. But if it does start, it is not gonna start with like a big boom and a bang. It's not gonna be that way. Oh man, now I want to go down to New Orleans again. I've been down south to New Orleans. I want to go to New Orleans. I really want to go to New Orleans. I want to go to New Orleans, and it's weird as shit because I want to see the graveyards. Like you see them on TV all the time, like how they cannot bury people underground because they're literally sitting on top of water. So they have like the graveyards that are huge, and you walk in. I want to go. That's what I want to go do. I want to go visit the Voodoo Queen. I really want to go see her grave. I really want to go see her grave. I have been like hella inclined to go see it for a long time. I have no idea why. Pretty sure I'll find out whenever I get there. Find a wife. You work 90. Did you say you work 92 hours a week? How the hell do you work? Oh, yeah. Where's my phone? The voodoo shops down there are pretty cool. Pretty cool. Although I was not allowed to go in them as a kid. Huh. I don't know. Parents was religious, so you went down during Mardi Gras. I want to go for Mardi Gras because I want to see the outfits, but I mean, matter of fact, that is a. It's not that it's impossible to work 90 hours in a week. I mean, back when I did security, I did 97 hours in 5 days. But how does Jessica feel about you now? Those are not yours. I know that much. That's something entirely. You want to go to see Lord. And you know, I feel like whoever is, um, like if you're from there, I don't even think they see it as like women being naked. I don't even think they're like, oh, titties, ass. I really don't even think they see it that way. And I'm dying to go down there to see what it's like. How does she feel about you? Two of Swords is inverted. This is kind of like she's not sure what to believe. Like, one part is being blinded by truth, the other is she's choosing not to be. The story behind that was Edgar Allan Poe had a fear of moths, and he used to see, like, I guess one time he saw a moth was like in the shade of a lamp. And of course, they're a lot bigger when they're on a lampshade. So that's what he saw, and that's what he believed until his friend sat him to the side and was like, this is a fucking book of moths and all that kind of shit. And this is what a moth is, the actual size of. What are you freaking out about? And he let it go. This is kind of like she's stuck in that go between of, should I believe what I see or should I believe what I think? The Ten of Pentacles is upright. This is the the roadmap. This is the map to what you want. This is also a sometime look. A treasure map is a treasure map, but there's no guaranteeing that when you get there, that treasure has not already been found. So for her, she sees it as you could possibly be what it is she wants. She can walk that road and find out. But she got the Queen of Cups upright, and this is emotions. This is just a whole bunch of emotions. Just a lot of fucking emotions that she's trying to get a handle on. And then there's the Emperor upright. This is trying to be very logical with the way things are going. So I would say she's kind of, I mean, she could go either way right now. Like I even told Jessica, I warned her about Jenny that she likes to try and get between me and whoever I talk to. I would assume that she would then try, like, that she would probably be thinking, why is this person so attached to him? Like, what is it? No woman's just gonna be that attached to a person that they're not kicking it with. Uh, um, Jenny's these days it's always the Jenny. Hey madam, is my event next Thursday gonna be successful? Baby, it looks like it's gonna be. This to me is not just successful. This is like gangbusters. This is bringing the house down. The first thing I'm thinking is the house is split because he rolled through it, and this is not just the moon back there. It's like the flames and shit. You gonna ride straight through this shit. Like it's gonna be fucking fantastic. Ah, I swear my coworkers are nuts. I was hearing some first story about something and named Jenny in it. It's always a Jenny somewhere. I like Jenny, like Jessica thinks Jenny and I are sneaky links. Yeah, that's what it is. Like I've never even touched Jenny. So this is, will you and who? You and Shay reconcile? No. Does he miss you? No. Um, that's what she's worried about. That's what she's worried about because you got to think if you and this girl have not kicked it before, y'all ain't been on that type of level with each other. Her on the outside looking in, seeing, and I'm talking about Jessica, the one you're actually trying to talk to. If I was her and I looked at this, you're trying to talk to me, but this girl is telling me all this shit about you. Y'all ain't never kicked it, so why is she so attached to you? So why is it like it looks very suspicious to her. Now on her end, and from her perspective, I mean she has a right to think there's something odd as fuck with this situation. Is Jessica still into you? No. And I feel like she's doing the whole I don't know what the fuck this is, but I want no parts of it. That's what this feels like. Jessica just the girl you actually like. It feels more like she's like there's a lot going on here and I don't have time to sit here and figure out baby mama, baby daddy drama. Like this is how it feels to her. Like there's some fucking connection between y'all two that you either are not saying or you're not owning up to, and she's just like, I don't wanna deal with that. So right now, I feel like she's pulling back some because it's not clear. I don't know if she's been lied to before, or if she's dealt with like a narcissist or someone who gaslit her a lot before, but it very much so feels like she's like, it's a lot of shit going on right here that I'm not feeling. I'm not digging this. I don't like this. There's no way this girl is this attached to you and y'all ain't had nothing with each other. So she's feeling like someone's lying somewhere and she would rather not stick around to find out what it is. high school bullshit. You don't want me, but no one else can have me. Sugar, I've been through that. I've been through that. That's the problem with high school. High school is a whirlwind of fucking emotions and hormones. And the emotions come from hormones. Like, this is when y'all really start to figure things out. You start feeling shit. Now you don't know what it is. And please don't have people around you who don't even understand their own shit. It's like if you have an emotionally immature parent, it is hard trying to talk emotions with them. So you can't exactly fault them for not knowing what they don't know because they don't know it. You can fault them for trying not to learn it, but again, if they don't know it and it has never come across them, they don't see a reason to know it. Y'all are just in, I say, from middle school up until probably your second year of college, you still trying to figure shit out. Honestly, until all the way through college, you still trying to figure shit out. And this is, again, where all the insecurities come out. This is, if you have any insecurities, this is when they rear their heads right then. Can you trust Ray's words? No. Like she's the whistleblower of the whole situation. I feel like it's a lot. I don't know what the fuck it is with this little group of yours, but I don't feel like nobody can trust nobody. And Jessica, the one that you like, probably got the most common sense where she just said, I want to get away from all y'all. Is my secret Taurus lady crush actually crushing on me right now? Nope. Okay. Is Melanie gonna come back to me? Nope. You keep getting that same damn color. I don't know what it is about that color, but it like you today. Is that dead? Yep. This is just what I think might be happening again. I don't know. But women mature faster than men. So it's no surprise when you see a woman dating, she ends up with a man who's older than her. Usually, I think they say the maturity level between a man and a woman is anywhere from 4 to 10 years. So, yeah. No excuse for no pedophiles or nothing like that. But it's something about the maturity level. So, as far as what's going on with you, it could very well be that you are getting to that level, and so are those girls, that maturity wise, you are getting that level of it's like you're going to the next level. All of y'all are going to next levels, but everybody's next level is not the same. So, like, your next level could be level 42. Jessica's next level could be level 3. Jennifer's next level could be 172. Like, it is just a matter of where you guys are going. And right now, with you being in high school, communication isn't that good. It's honestly not good. So y'all are probably going to have a hard time trying to communicate with each other as far as what it is you want, what it is you need. Because right now you don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, you really don't know what you want or what you need. Like, y'all are still figuring shit out. SD, I'm not dealing with you. And again, it is my Hellpaw's birthday. Him think him grown now. Call your homie. Who is your homie? What's heartbreaking? What did I say? As I'm done with these females, I'm not with the drama. Okay. I've been in high school before and I've been a teenage girl before. So, what I can say as far as I was not one that fit in, at least with like the popular crowds and shit, but I was popular with people. Drama is stemmed from insecurities and a desire to fit in, to not be an outlier, to basically cause no waves. And I had absolutely oh I had absolutely no problem with not fitting into people. I just, especially if you wrong, you wrong. I'm not about to go with you just because you're wrong, and you're not about to make me feel bad because I'm telling you you're wrong. So what I will say is, a lot of the drama that I saw, especially like I love the drama that surrounded me because it was funny as shit. One of the biggest fucking dramas started when I was, I think, in ninth grade, ninth or 10th grade. And the lie went around the school that I was a lesbian with 4 boyfriends. It was the fact that I literally was like, how does that math? If I'm gay, how do I have boyfriends? And then, oh, and one of my boyfriends was gay. Like, genuinely, absolutely can draw a female's body for the gods, but ain't intrigued or no. That was the best. That was the best one that I heard. And I still remember I was in band class and I was tired that day. And one of the girls that was in my section, she was a real huge girl. And I just laid on her because shit, she was soft. And I'm sleepy. I make do. And she just let me lay there and I went to sleep. And I remember hearing cackling and shit. And I look over and it was the seniors. Mind you, I'm in 10th grade. She was in ninth. I'm in 10th grade. You that fucking bored and miserable that you have to talk about a sophomore and you're supposed to be graduating? Oh, baby, not only was I a band geek, I was in chorus. I was in handbells when I was in elementary school. I was in all of it. I was a well-rounded kid. I did every single thing I could. But that was a lie that went around, that I was gay. And I had 4 boyfriends. And while they was in here trying to make me feel bad about it, I was like, so do you realize what you've told people? That I'm supposed to be a flat-out lesbian. But I can take your man still? And I can take your bitch? I don't think this went the way you thought it was, baby doll. This definitely didn't go the way you thought it was, because you just gave me all kinds of clout. And I know for a lot of people that's supposed to make you mad and hurt your feelings and all that, but I was genuinely confused. I'm like, you're older than me. Do you not know what a lesbian is? Do you not know that lesbians don't like dick? That's usually what makes a lesbian a lesbian. They don't like dick. They like women's. And you just said I got a light-skinned big girlfriend, 4 boyfriends, and one of them gay. You just said I can pull every single thing out there. There ain't nothing I can pull. It comes from jealousy. It comes from a lack of knowledge. I'm not going to say a misunderstanding. I'm going to say it's a lack of knowledge. Yeah, that's exactly. You're an 18-year-old starting a rumor about a 15-year-old. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it was. I'm like, y'all are supposed to be on y'all shit. Y'all are the ones I'm supposed to look up to. And mind you, one of them was my drum major. One of them was she my drum? Yeah, one of them I think was my drum major. So I'm supposed to feel comfortable coming to you for help with anything? I don't understand this. I'm supposed to come to you and you, no. It was the dumbest shit ever. And they said that, I still remember the main one that said, I think her name was Erica. If I remember right, I think her name was Erica. And they just, oh, he can get over there, she over there laying. Bitch, I'll lay on you too. Lay the fuck down. Or sit with your shoulder next to me so I can lay down. Like, I don't give a fuck who the fuck I fall asleep on. How far society has moved, I think, is lack of moving forward. It is the fact that people are who they are. It ain't about moving forward. It's about at some point you gotta let go of the goddamn reins. You can't force somebody to be straight. You can't force somebody to be gay. You can't force somebody to be black, white, Creole. You can't force somebody to be nothing. If it don't apply, let it fucking fly. And I think it is less about moving forward and more about people minding their own fucking business. That's what it is. If people are gay, let them be gay. If people are straight, let them be straight. If they are trans, let them be trans. The issue comes when you try to force yourself on somebody. I mean, in the plainest of terms, it's called rape. It's called assault. So nobody, to be very honest and clear, when you get people down to their bare minimum, because I told you, I've talked to racists, I've talked to flat out racists before. And I've talked to them before they knew I was black and after they knew I was black. And I was like, so now what's the difference? What's the difference between what we were talking about and now that you see how I look? How you were brought up? Now you're an adult now. And as an adult, you have common sense. You know what's right and what's wrong. So now tell me what's the difference. So many people are like, I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, I went to public school and I could have went to private school. Yeah, I had that type of education. I got that type of street smarts and I got that type of brain. Yes, I was supposed to go to one of the very prestigious, it was a private school. It was a private academy. But my mom didn't have me go. And honestly, once I found out about that school later, it was probably better for me not to go because there was some shit happening around then. She had the fucking audacity to be like, where's your girlfriend in Spanish because Jessica wasn't at school. Who said that? Everyone asking about themselves, well, what's my name? How old are you? Also, more importantly, can I help you? Are you saying these are the questions people are asking or are you asking me? Jenny said, and Jenny the one starting shit. I would, okay. And in high school, in school period, it's hard to do this shit. And hell, even at work, it's hard to do this shit. But I will say, don't entertain it. And I know my mom used to tell me that shit when I was younger. I'm like, but she keep fucking with me. She keep talking shit. And generally, I feel like you're helping everyone. I mean, I try to. That's what I try to do. In school, it's not easy because you got the peer pressure and you're always seeing this person. They're always in your face. Let me tell you how this shit works. It wasn't until I got older that I realized how to use it. I knew what my mom said. So you ever get someone who tells you to do some shit but don't give you the exact like the exact recipe, the exact anything. They don't tell you, like they tell you bake a cake, but they don't tell you how to do it. They can show you their way of baking the cake, but they don't measure or nothing. They just throw shit in there. And you're just like, what the fuck? It wasn't until I got older that I figured out exactly how to do it. You help everyone, but is there any way we can help you? I fully believe in make and give back, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, my Cash App, my PayPal is MadamShadO, no W. Um, I I mean, I guess one day I will actually. I think what I'm gonna do, at least with MadamShadO, is really invest in MadamShadO and like mark, because I already built the website. I already have some ideas for the stuff that because I know a couple of witches out there that look for certain shit that I can get. So I might just start selling some stuff. Like, I don't know, but right now I'm not sure. Yeah, spread the word about me. Get more people to me. Have people book sessions with me. That helps. Just cut her off. No closure, because obviously she's not a friend. If she's talking about me, I'm not gonna confront it. We just start talking to her. I mean, that could be best. Well, like I was saying, when it comes to, it's easier for an adult to tell you, don't worry about it, just stop entertaining it, don't put any energy to it. It's easy for them to tell you that because they've been there and they know how this shit looks now versus how it's gonna look in 5 years and 10 years. It's annoying as shit to be in the thick of it. It wasn't until I got like a long, long time job and I started maturing more. So I would say like this is my first job. It was probably like third or fourth job I did with security. I was always wound up because of the situation I was in. I was always wound up. It wasn't until I started working at my last long term job, not this one that I'm currently working, but the one before it, when I saw what my mom was talking about, when I saw how she was like, don't let it get to you, don't let. I've always been for law and horror. So one thing I have always tried to do is when I speak to someone, I speak as if I'm being recorded and if it's going to be played back against me in court. Anything I speak and anything I write, that is what I do. When you think of it like that, and nowadays it's much more true because we got cameras everywhere. If you interact and behave with someone, especially someone you don't know well, if you behave and interact with them as if you're being recorded, as if this is going to be played in a courtroom against you, that's one of the reasons why my dad always told me, whatever you say, back it up. You don't lie to anyone because if you lie, that means you're scared. That means you're afraid of them. And there shouldn't be no damn body out there that you fear except the people who raised you. And that's not fear, that's respect. So there is no one you should fear. So you should respect everyone. And one of the biggest things of respect that you can do is to tell the truth. So as far as her with whatever she's got going on, I don't know what it is. But I know when I went to work, I had a manager, well, she was a supervisor. I saw she was, and I'm that type, I don't like shit that don't make sense. It pisses me off. And I cannot stand for someone to treat someone a type of way, especially when you don't know them. So like me, I know who I am. I know how I behave. I know how I interact with people. For anyone to treat me wrong or bad makes no sense to me because it's like, what the fuck did I do to you? And why didn't we talk about this? Why wasn't this resolved? I don't like that type of shit. So this particular fucking supervisor that I had, I don't do lying. That is one, if you want to tear your ass with me, if you want to burn a fucking bridge with me, lie on or to me. That'll end all of that shit. I will never trust you again. You are my supervisor. You are the one I'm supposed to come to for help. You're the one I'm supposed to come to if there's something wrong. This supervisor, every fucking time I went to her, it was about my paycheck. Every time, from the time I started working to the time they let all of us go. No, from not even time they let us go. From the time she quit, because she quit, there was always something wrong with my paycheck. And it was ridiculous how it was always something wrong. It was short $70 here, $30 there, $40. Out one check I would have blew the fuck up about if I hadn't talked to my parents. And they just said, just go to her. And the issue was that whenever the check came out, one, we could see it like a couple days in advance. And I would tell her early, once I figured out how to log in, I was like, oh, this is wrong. Hey, can you check it? Make sure they cut it right. Every pay period, because we got paid bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks, I was getting cut 3 checks. Every single time. Why? Because let's say the check I was supposed to get was supposed to be $250. I get paid like $150. And I'm like, that's wrong. Y'all still owe me $100. Then they pay me like $67. Okay, that's still wrong. Then they pay me the rest in $33. I still had to keep going back each time saying, this is not right. This is not right. Then she was like, oh, well, we'll just put it on your next check. I didn't put my work next week. That's not how that works. You pay me for what I work. I came in. These are the hours. It should have been on this check. The issue was every time they had to do it's called an off-cycle check. Anytime they had to issue an off-cycle check, they had to pay for it. So the company had to pay for it. So what she kept trying to do was, oh, we'll just put it on your next check. Oh, we'll just put it on your next check. Okay, well, guess what? My next check, let's say my next check is supposed to be $250. But now I'm missing $100 that you want to put on this next check. This next check should be $350. But now you're taking out more taxes. Then you're still cutting my check short because you're like, oh, well, that's not, well, this isn't right because you didn't work. No, you didn't pay me for the last part. This shit went on for months. I started working there in February. This shit went on all the way to, I think, about August. Somewhere around like August, September. It kept happening. I literally had so many. If you logged in to see my pay stubs, you kept seeing like 3 a week or 3 every 2 weeks. In a month, you might see 6 or 7 checks issued to me. I'm not in control of that. This isn't a matter of me forgetting to swipe in or anything. And even if I did that, I kept documentation. I kept all the papers of when I forgot to sign in. I would take screenshots. I would take pictures. I would copy them. I had documents. It got to the point where my check one time, and I was tired of it at this point because I'm like, look, I get things happen, but things have been happening since I got here. I need to get paid my full amount. Like, what do I need to do? Who do I need to go to? Because obviously going to you is not working. Give me the head of payroll. Me and her need to have a conversation. She never will want to give me payroll. I'm either going to get paid correctly or I'm just going to leave. Like, I had come to that decision. So I go to her because it was this last time, and at this point I was sick of it because she swore up and down, no, I got your check right, all the hours, and we went through it. The day payroll was getting finalized, I sat down with her and looked at it. Hour for hour, moment for moment, penny for penny. And I watched her as she hit submit and sent my shit in. And somehow my shit was still a couple of, it was short. So I went back to her. I said, I need this cut now. I said, I can't wait. Because I used to feel real guilty about having them cut my check. So I'm like, oh, they got to pay for it. No, you should pay for it because I worked. That's me. That's my money. It ain't my fault that you can't count. I count very well. Baby, I went and I said, look, what do I need to do? Who do I need to go to? Who do I need to talk to? Because at this point, this is ridiculous. It was all it was very calm, very cool, everything. Like I went in there like a normal day. Normally, what I do, I go in there, talk to my bosses. Went in like a normal day. I went back to my little area while I was helping them out. My manager comes to me, tells me, "Do we have a problem?" I mean, now that you mention it, I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, and then she mentions the supervisor said, "Well, you came in there this morning yelling and screaming at her, fussing at her, cussing her out, demanding her that she give you money right then and there." The amount of calm that washed over me because I was so fucking baffled. I said, "What?" She said, "Well, she said that you did this." I said, "Okay." I don't know where this calmness came from. It had to be ancestors, parents, or somebody. She said you did this. Okay. And she said you said this. Okay. And she said this. Okay. And I saw about the second okay, between the second and third okay, my manager looked at me like, "Well, she said you did this." And she said you did this? She got to second guessing her damn self like, why are you so calm about this shit? Now, I had worked there long enough. She knew my character. If I'm right, babe, I'm going to defend it tooth and nail. And, well, you're going to have to write a statement. Okay. I didn't say shit else. I didn't say a fucking thing else. Well, I'll be expecting, and I was going to write a quick little statement. I still remember. It was Thursday. I was going to write a quick little statement. No, it was Friday. I was going to write a quick little statement and hand it in. It was a standard paragraph. And somebody was like, "Don't send that." Nah, because this lady lied on you. Because she said that you went in there cussing and fussing and screaming. That you threatened her. You demanded money. You got people who sit right outside her desk because it's a big open office area for the front office, and their offices have their own little blocks. I don't see, like, did they hear anyone coming in there? I said, and security is right there. Okay. So I go ahead and I write my statement. My statement alone was 5 pages double spaced. The entire statement that I turned in was 27 pages. Why was it 27 pages? Because I then went back to just the printout of, like, when it says it issues your checks, and I started highlighting checks that had the exact same date. I started highlighting text messages. Then I started printing out screenshots of, "Hey, I said my check wasn't right. Hey, this and that. Hey, you said my check was going to be cut and I could pick it up. Hey, this and that." Then the icing on the cake. Because I went to payroll. And I went to the lady who was the head of payroll. I don't want to talk on the phone no more. I want paper. So I showed the email strain between me and her. See, this would really set shit off. Because the text message between me and my boss said, she said my check was getting cut that Friday. That it would be ready by the time I got off work. It wasn't ready. When I emailed payroll lady and got to talking to her, she said, "Well, your boss said you were fine with putting it on the next check." I said, "Why would I be fine with that?" I said, "You can see how many times my check's been messed up. Why would I be fine with that?" I said, "No, ma'am, I did not say that." I said, "Who told you to put it on the next check?" She just as petty because apparently she was tired of somebody's shit too. She sent me the entire email string between her and my boss. And the fucking message said from my boss's email. "Well, put it on her next check. She'll be fine with that." The lady had then asked, like she had asked previously, So okay, we can just cut her a check real quick. She told them no, put it on her next one. She'll be fine. Printed all that out. Printed all the text messages out. Highlighted dates, screenshots, all the dates. Went to Staples, got a nice little envelope packet, sealed that motherfucker up. From me to my manager, I made sure I had copies of it. Walked into her office and sat it down. Good morning, here you go. When it done, it said, boom. It had a nice little thump to it. She was on the phone. She said, what is this? I said, oh, that's my statement. And she's like, oh, okay. 22 minutes. That it's either 22 minutes or 9. Technically, it's kind of both because my shift started at 9. 9:22, because I got there early, so it might have been a little more than 22 minutes. But 9:22, my manager came flying into the room that I was in. Hey, so just quick little thing. I never said this. What? Oh, she's talking about the part where my supervisor then told me that my manager had my check. And then when I came to get my check, that my manager had my check. And then when I went to my supervisor, she had my check buried under a lot of paper as if she either had hidden it or was going to take it home. No, I never said I was getting your check. I never said, I didn't know nothing about this. Why didn't you please say it. Say it. Why didn't I say something earlier? I did. I went to my supervisor as I was directed to. See, the chain of command is supervisor, manager, and then I'm going to go over y'all head. This was a payroll issue, and neither one of you seemed like you were willing to help me, so I went to the head of payroll. So now that she's trying to backtrack and figure out, and oh, no, that's not what I said. I said, ma'am, this ain't about what you did or did not say. This is what you told me to do. You asked me to write a statement of what happened. This is what happened. No, I'm just telling you, I didn't say that. I said, okay. Because, see, not one time when she was in the office yelling at me, did she ever ask for my opinion. Did she ever ask for me to say what happened? She just automatically went off of her friend because they were friends. Wasn't nothing for me to answer to. All you're saying is she said this. Okay, and she said you said this. Okay, and? You want my statement? I'll have it for you. Well, after that statement went out, I came in to work the next day. I think it's the next day. I want to say it was the next day. My manager was stressed as fuck. This was a Thursday when I think I went in there. It was Friday morning when I went back in after she had the statement. And she said, literally her words were, what do I need to do to make you whole? How much are you missing? And we went through my check and said, this is how much. She had them cut me a check right then and there. It was ready by the time I got off. The next day, my manager's sitting at her desk like this. I said, hey, you okay? You good? No. What happened? She left. What you mean she left? My supervisor quit. Apparently, she texted all of them at like 2 o'clock in the morning or some shit and said she ain't coming back. I said, oh, that's why her desk was so clean. She planned this shit a week in advance. She had been cleaning up. She was leaving the ass high and dry. I still to this day say she was embezzling. But after that, I never had any more problems with that manager. At least not to that degree. So when I say shit comes from insecurity and lack of knowledge, jealousy, a lot of jealousy comes from insecurity and lack of knowledge. I still to this day have no idea why my supervisor did what she did. I never did figure it out. Eventually, even though this has been years since she worked there, I guarantee the answer's going to come to me years later. Answers always end up coming to me. But If you got somebody who's doing shit just to do shit, you know you ain't done a damn thing wrong, and they're doing shit, it's not a you thing. This is a them problem. Don't stress yourself about that girl. Like, in that moment, my boss came at me. I could have went at her all kind of sideways, but in my head, I said that's what they're expecting. They're expecting that ignorant. Okay, they're expecting that ignorant end to show up and show out. Don't entertain it. Don't feed into it. As a woman, you get a lot of guys who always say, "Why don't you smile?" You just be trying to shop. Hey, man, lady, why don't you smile? Do you know how crazy you look just trying to walk around like this all day so somebody tell you to just smile, me lady? I don't feel like fucking smiling, man. My fucking head hurt. My stomach hurt. My ass hurt. My soul hurt. And you talk about fucking smile. You don't know what the fuck is going on. But if you don't entertain it, a lot of times they lose interest. They might be like, "Oh, yo, fat bitch, that's why I want to talk." It's stupid shit. They gotta get energy from you. They gotta rile you up some kind of way. That's the main thing. It's something she needs from you. And it's specifically you, because she is trying to keep every fucking female away. I don't know if it's that she likes you and she doesn't understand. Now, bro, you're a boy. Let me ask you this. Were you ever told that if you like a girl to hit her? Were you ever told if you want to get a girl's attention to, like, pull her hair, push her, anything that's violent? Now, I can tell you, as a girl, I used to get some teachers that would say, like, especially if a boy like to mess with you. I told y'all, back in elementary school, I had one boy that fucked with me all the damn time. And it didn't hit his ass until I hit his ass. Because one thing you ain't gonna do is keep fucking with me. And when I put that gash in the middle of his goddamn forehead, and he learned to leave me the fuck alone, because he was used to being a bully. And looking at his home life, I mean, he probably had a rough home life, but don't take that shit out on me. I was told, he's just being a boy. He hitting you because he like you. That is a horrible fucking thing to tell somebody. You're trying to instill into somebody's head that if somebody has feelings for you, that they're supposed to put their hands on you. Baby, if I don't ask to be spanked, don't spank me. Red, what's going on, sugar? So I will tell you this. As far as her, it seems like she grew up that way. It seems like she is not emotionally mature, and she's not mature as a relationship. She doesn't understand relationships. And this is fine, because a lot of people get their first boyfriends and girlfriends in high school. It's not uncommon. I mean, as far as what you would consider a true boyfriend and girlfriend, because you in elementary school, everybody, oh, that's your little girlfriend, that's your little boyfriend. Honestly, I hate when people do that shit too, because it is absolutely horrible. It is absolutely horrible. That's not something they should instill in nobody, but whatever. I would say it feels like Uncle Fester. Have you seen the old Addams Family? I think it's Addams Family. It might be the second one, where he was getting married to Debbie. And you saw how, well, I don't know if you saw it yet, but if you haven't, watch it. You never seen him? Okay. Uncle Fester wanted what Gomez and Morticia has, and to be honest, that's what I fucking want. Gomez and Morticia have the absolute best relationship to me. Uncle Fester wanted what Gomez and Morticia had, so he started looking. He ended up talking to this lady, blonde-haired lady, and she ends up being like a fucking serial killer, mass murderer, or some shit like that. And she basically she's a black widow. She kills her husbands off and get their money, basically. Uncle Fester is rich. His family, the Adamses, are rich. Uncle Fester is filthy rich. So she decides to marry him to try to kill him and get his money. But he's very awkward with how to show his affection. So Gomez tries to tell him how he shows his affection for Morticia. It's like, you woo her, you cherish her, you nurture her. That is very good advice, but it is a very broad thing. If I tell you to cherish somebody, you don't know what that fucking entails. And it might not be the same thing for them. So he was trying to show her different shit. Like he was sticking breadsticks up his nose and being very doting and trying to call her, all these French names and my little croissant and all that kind of shit. She's looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? He didn't know because he had never dated. So with her, I don't know if she has officially had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, depending on what she's into. She may not know the ins of outs of not just being in a relationship, but showing someone you're interested. And I feel like she's very naive on that. Well, not even naive. She's just immature. Lala feels more dudeish. Who is this? Guck? Tay, what's up? So, Lala is methodical as shit. You got 8 of Pentacles up for her. She is, that's a dude right there. Okay, I'm not saying she a stud or nothing like that, but that's a whole dude right there. Okay, some people call them bitches. Okay. She's always staring and trying to talk to you, and she's a plotter. Baby, she not plotting. Plotting is beneath her, okay? This is a fucking planner, okay? This motherfucker got maps. She got them boards with the fucking strings going across them, connecting dots and shit. She probably done analyzed your schedule. Like, this is somebody who is not gonna do shit herself. She gonna input, and she gonna put people where they need to be. Okay? So she like you. Let's just say she like you. She needs you in a specific spot at a specific time. Her ass will have Jennifer go this way and Jessica go that way. Why? Because she know these two bitches gonna get into a fight. And she know that if this gets around to you, you gonna get there. And it's gonna take you 36 and a half fucking seconds to get there. And that second 34 and a half, she gonna bump into you. This the type of plotting that she do. Okay? Puppet master. That's perfect goddamn thing. Then you got the Knight of Swords. She don't give a fuck. Okay? This is somebody who do shit with intention. Baby, she looking at shit like she don't, right now, she don't have no emotions in what she does. It is, I can't even say I can't say psychopath. She's methodical like one, but this is more like all the aspects of a psychopath and all the aspects of a sociopath, where she doesn't connect a lot. Like, to people, she's not a people-y person. Outside is too people-y. She connects to who she connects to, and that's about it, and that's all. But once she connects, and once she say, that's my person, then she got to analyze, you are a fucking, not just target, you are what she wants. Yeah. Yeah, she gonna get what she want. This Knight of Swords upright, this is action with purpose. She ain't gonna do a damn thing with no purpose. Everything she does is intentional. Then the Queen of Wands inverted. This is literally saying her thoughts have absolutely no emotions in them. What she's thinking is not emotionally based. It's not emotionally driven. She's not, if she's looking at you, Let's say she's looking at you and thinking like, damn, he look good as fuck today. That is literally what she's thinking. It is not, oh my God, I want to be with him. I'm so in love with him. It's none of that. It is sight on, it's seen, or seen what, seen on sight or whatever it is. That's exactly what it is. What she sees is what she wants. What you see with her is what you get. She is very, very clear about her shit. I think she knows my cousin. My cousin mentioned her one time. Well, she gonna position herself. If that's what she trying to do, she gonna position herself. Tay, how you doing, baby? What is your question? Oh, what's this? What's this? And I can't be hungry because I just ate. Oh, what is? Hold on. Oh, you here again to chill? Okay, they don't be. Ooh, when I say they don't be sending. Yeah, they don't be sending shit. Okay, let me. Let me. How I learned. How I learned. How long have I been doing readings? Officially, about 9, 10 years. Like I guess not officially, professionally 9 or 10 years, but I've been doing them before that. We are the only. I'm gonna mind my business. You said the Chicanos know I'm his little cousin. I feel like she's a somebody. I mean, she could be now. She very well could be. You never know. She might be a set queen. I mean, just depends. She got a lot of girls around her that do her bidding. Admire the hairdo, baby. This is at home, calm, chilling, relaxing. This is a pineapple. That's what it's called. You pineapple your hair. You put it all up. Does she know Terrell's cousin? No. She might be looking at you like you look familiar as fuck. Wait, is he? Are you serious? I hope this is true. Please let this be true. Yeah, I just see that my cousin just sent me the thing saying Beetlejuice 2 is now in development and they bringing back basically the whole original team. Ooh, and Johnny Depp is gonna be in it. Michael Keaton will be repeating his role as Beetlejuice. Winona Ryder will be Lydia. Oh hell yeah! I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, but yeah, keep asking me questions. That's fine. Okay, cool, cool, cool. What the fuck is wrong with my stomach? Like my stomach has just been over here meowing. Whew, excuse me. Oh, okay. Wait. Um, what readings do I do? Don't think I don't do for free. It's channel. How can you get a reading? Well, Tay, you put yourself in the queue, so ask your question. Um, how my relationship? I should have been clear that only ask one question at a time, but it's your first time. I ain't gonna hold it against you. One question at a time, but let's see. How will your relationship progress with this love interest? I'm not saying it's gonna. First thing I think is they can't break away. Somebody cannot break away from some bad habits, for some past shit. I know what this card means, but it's the fact that when I looked at it, the first thing I thought was their wicked ways, their past is chasing them. Um, yeah, this looks like the past isn't through with them, even if they through with the past. But page one is all about new ways of thinking. This card here is in this particular deck. It's about pride, like overly prideful that I need you to see that it was me. Like I'm so smart, and this is the actual story behind this, that this guy committed the ultimate crime, which was he killed somebody, but no one could figure it out. They thought it was natural causes, that the person just died. No one could figure it out, even when they did an autopsy. Because he got away with the perfect murder, no one knew. And he's a prideful person. It's like, wait, I gotta let somebody know. Like, y'all are too stupid to know that he's actually been killed. Y'all are too stupid to know it wasn't natural causes. I did it, and this is what it was. This is a prideful thing, and this is maybe what's chasing that person. Ace of Pentacles is inverted. This is bad luck, like a run of bad luck. No new beneficial opportunities, and then the Empress being inverted. This is some unknown shit. Whatever it is, it feels like some unknown, and it might be something with a woman. Because the first thing I think is like this is something not finished with some female. What opportunities should I watch out for to get close? Oh well, shit. There you go. What should you watch out for? That. What should you watch out for to get closer to him? I think the better question would be, should you get closer to him? You should not. This does not seem to be the best thing for you. That's the Wheel of Fortune being inverted. That is bad luck, run of bad luck, going in the wrong direction. That's not where you want to go. Am I doing just tarot today? I mean, usually I only do tarot. Are you able to do areolation? What is areolation? No problem, Tay. What is areolation? Um, Come say hey to the people. Come on, say hey to them. Y'all say hey to my Hellpaw. The altars? Oh, well, I mean, are you trying to get me to teach you how to make one or something? Like, what are you talking? And you be knowing that you really not supposed to be up here like this. You gonna get all the loves and pets, ain't you? Okay, I ain't mad at you. It says in the thing. Let me see. Get down. Get down. Get down, child. Let me see. And let me see what you're looking on from Twitch. Did I click the wrong thing? Wait a minute. I'm clicking on some stuff here. That's a damn shame. I forgot that's what that word means. Holy fuck. To be fair about making altars, no, I mean, I can teach you that. To be fair, I looked up what were the actual words for a lot of shit. Like, everybody knows you can pull oracle cards and tarot cards. A lot of people don't know it's called cartomancy. So I just looked up the words for it. But aerolation altars, yeah, I can teach you. I will put it like this to say first. Your altar is your own. That's first. I know a lot of people have different ways to set up altars. There are some standard things that are always on the table, like a picture of the person, a plate for the food, a cup of water. And then after that, it's up to you. The way I say, I don't have the traditional altar that a lot of people have. A lot of people have like a set table that has every single thing on it, and that's not what I have. Actually, I took the pictures down because I just got frames for them that I'm about to hang back up. But I have different altars for different things. I have my overall deity or entity altar, which is for my ancestors, my deities, and a lot of people separate the two. A lot of people separate family, like your family altar, from your deity's altar. From if you're praying to, and you know, that ain't the first time Zeus done popped up today. So Zeus, I know you watching. I always say I'm one of Zeus's favorite channels. Seems Zeus is out drinking some orange juice with sparkling water today. You know, it's possible. I will say that it's possible. But a lot of times, from what I've seen, they don't go where they're not expressly invited to. Like I said, some people say, hey, this altar is just for my family, my bloodline. And this altar is just for, you know, the deities I pray to, whether it be God or Zeus or Thor or whoever. I am not that type of person. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that, because to me, especially with me, my heritage being black, I've had enough segregation in my bloodline. In this household, we are a family. See, when they cross over, they already above me. They're in a new realm. I am not going to separate my family from my patrons, my family from my matrons, my family from my deities or anything. Why? Because all of you are here looking out for me. All of you care about me in some way. Otherwise, you wouldn't be helping me. You wouldn't be guiding me. So you all care about me, and I'm going to look out for all of you. It would be unfair for me to have to make a plate for my ancestors, then have to make a plate for my deities, then have to make a plate for my spirit guide. That's a lot of unnecessary waste. So I don't ever separate the two. I'm not saying you can't. A lot of people do it. Some people have an altar where they make it as they need it. Where, let's say you want to pray to a specific ancestor, you want to pray to your great grandmother or something, then they will put her picture down and put something that she wants or likes or needs down for her. Let that be the reason, and then come back and collect it. Some people do that. Me, I just say that even God is welcome in this household. Me and him done had to have a talk or two. I will say, a lot of people, the typical way, you can look up, you can Google how to make an altar, and what people like, oh, the water needs to be over here, the plate needs to be here, and this. I have a general altar. Then I have what I always call my love altar. It is filled with things that were given to me out of love. And I have a specific, I can't say it's not just that, because it's a love altar. So these were things that were given to me out of love, whether it be from family, whether it be from boyfriends or whatever. As I grew, my intention for that altar kind of changed, because my understanding of what I got on that altar is now different. So let's say my love altar, I used to have like the stuffed animal. I love stuffed animals. I absolutely love stuffed animals. Stuffed bears and stuffed wolves I've actually loved. And I used to get those from exes. So I had them up on my altar because I'm like, they gave it to me out of love. They gave it to me out of care. But as I grew and as I got older, I was like, I don't want that energy in my life anymore. I don't want to allow that energy to be around me. So I want to get a burn barrel. That's what I'm working on getting. I really want to get this before my birthday next year. My birthday is the 13th of this month. Just so y'all know. But I really want to get a burn barrel so I can destroy all of it. Like all the ties and everything. Yes, I can shred it up and everything, but something about fire is very final to me. But I had like the bears and stuff that I had from my exes up on there. And it's in my room. So the first thing that started rearing its head to me is that, one, you're keeping an energetic attachment open to these people. And in the most intimate place in your house, in your room, on your bed, where it can be like, there's no way that that's not intimate. There's no way you're not allowing them to come back. So long as they're there, this is less about love now, because your understanding of this was what they gave it to you out of love. Now that you've gotten to know more about how they were thinking back then and what they didn't give it to you out of love, not the love that you want or need. So why would you want to keep that on your altar? That's a false love. That's already fucking up the energy. So anything I had something like that with, I took it down. Right now, the only things that are up there are the two stuffed animals that I got from both my grandmothers who are now gone. And the bear from my best friend, because, well, one of my best friends. Best friend? One of the guys who knows me very well. And my Scooby-Doo, because I love Scooby-Doo. But the energy in that is different now. If you have a love, like that kind of love altar, if you have it in your room, in your bedroom, the first thing is they are not going to like anyone coming into that space. The pathway between you two are always going to be open. I had plenty of dreams about my exes, and I couldn't figure out why the fuck they were still able to get to me. Forgot all about that thing. Right now, they are in the opposite end of the house from me until I can get my burn barrel where I can completely destroy it. But right now, that connection is as broken as I could possibly get it. Everything else that's up there is love out of a different sense. Now, honestly, I have to take one of them down. I gotta take the one from my best friend down. I love that bear, but I gotta put it up. It ain't going nowhere in the house, but it can't be where it is. I have to put that one up. That one gotta go. But try, as far as a love altar, it's just filling it with things that you wouldn't mind staying attached to. That's the first thing. An altar is about attachment. An altar is about energetic attachment. Whether it's energetic attachment to a bloodline, to a deity, to a person, to a thing, to a place, is an energetic attachment. It will always lead a road between you and that thing. So don't make an altar for something that you're not really trying to connect with. Next, find out what your intention is for the altar. That's next thing. What do you intend for this altar to be? Do you intend for it to be a money altar? You can have an altar for any fucking thing. If you want to be a money altar, your next course of action would be to find the ancestors and the deities that were successful with money. If you had a rich uncle, you would put his picture. If you had a patron saint that was over wealth and finance, you would put that down. You would put Mercury down. You would put Hermes down, because Hermes is the god of, I thought this was absolutely weird, but he was the god of like the bazaar, of trading, of merchants. You would put them down, and you would pay homage to them by figuring out what it is that they like, what is their patron, what is their item, and you would put that there. And you would, a lot of people leave candles lit. I love having candles, but I'm paranoid as shit that one day they're gonna get out of hand, even if there's nothing around. Ooh, excuse me. So you can get like a, one of those battery lit candles and put that there. I tend to use real candles, and when I use real candles, literally it's in a time where I'm going to be there. Oh yeah, since I don't have altars, I think my whole room is theirs to take from. It is possible if you just let them in and let them run them up. Yeah, that's why a lot of people that's one reason that you put an altar down, because it lets them know, hey, this is your space. This is specifically to you. I welcome you into my home here. This is where we come to meet. This is where we come to palaver, right here, right here. This is the spot that we come to talk to. Now, my general altar is for all my deities, ancestors, everybody else. I always have water down for them. I tend to do bottled water. And I have plates down. I'm real bougie with my ancestors and my deities. Like, I literally have a whole table made for them. However, my general altar is 2 altars. One has all of their pictures and statues and everything on it, and the other is their eating table. It is the tribute table, to say. When I cook, I bring them something. Now, if I haven't been in the mood to do it, I don't do it. I don't leave the food out too long. Like, I've made the mistake a couple of times where I left food out and underestimated, and it has molded, and I felt so bad because I felt like I disrespected them. But usually if you're leaving food out, I would not leave it out for more than a day. If I cook something for dinner, at least by lunch, I'm taking it back up. Like, I just don't like the idea. And I keep a covering over. I have, like, those little plastic things you would put in the microwave to keep food from splattering. I have a splatter guard over it. And I leave it on top of it. So, that's how I give food. When it comes to anything specific, like, my team is, and I always call them my team is my ancestors, my deities, my spirit guide, everybody who works with me. If there's something they specifically want, They know how to get me to do it. They know how to get me to do it. And it's usually food. So I will have an insane craving for something. And I know damn well there's no reason I should have this craving. And I know it's not me. I'm like, it's not my cycle coming on. I'm not having no weird cravings. Like, I know this ain't me that's wanting it. So I tend to make it and put it on the table and the craving goes away. The time it hit me the worst, it was probably like my sometime in I think the first or second year of me having my own place. I wanted pork chops. It was insane how much I wanted fucking pork chops. Mind you, I hadn't had pork chops probably the entire maybe a good 8 months. And I wanted these pork chops so bad. Like, I would cry if I couldn't find some damn pork chops. It didn't matter if they had the bone in, bone out, if they were butterfly pork chops. It didn't matter. I wanted some fucking pork chops. I didn't care if they was grilled, smothered, covered, fried, laid to the side. I needed pork chops. I went and bought some pork chops. Random as shit. Went and bought some pork chops. That explains my pizza cravings after just having pizza. They want some. Yeah. Yeah. I went and got some pork chops. I made me some. And I made them a plate. Sometimes, and it was wild as shit, and I really need to start back doing it because I actually enjoyed it. I would sit and eat with them. Not just sitting and eating in the same room, but actually sitting and eating with them. I need to do that again. I really need to do that again. I need to put those pictures in their frames. I need to go ahead and get me a ladder so I can put them up on the wall. Yeah, it's some stuff I need to do. But yeah, if you craving pizza after you just ate it, I mean, especially if the pizza was good and you're not just, having weird cravings. Yeah, they want a piece. Who your matron is? Okay. There's a couple ways this could go. Trying to figure out who your matron is. Um, the picture is of Scheherazade. I feel like you may have more than one. Have you ever heard of Mazu? Mazu. Now, to be fair, it could be Amphitrite too. Not Maz, Mazu. Now, this could be saying Poseidon, but you asked for a female, so I'm thinking it could be Mazu or Amphitrite. Amphitrite is Poseidon's wife. The reason I say this is because it's less about Scheherazade and it's more about the ship that caught my attention, the ship in the ocean behind her. And it's the fact that this is an older woman, and it's someone who disguises themselves too. I feel like so. I would think possibly Hera. Well, Mazu's a guy, so it's not Mazu. It might be Amphitrite. I'll say it's her, and I have to cut some of this off only because this looks very similar. Very, very similar to each other. I'm gonna say it's Amphitrite because that looks very similar. Let me see here. I'll say look up Amphitrite, and I would say look up Hera. Well, we all know Hera, but I would also say look up Chloris. Chloris. Chloris is, yeah. Look for Hera, which would make sense. I mean, if one of your patrons is Zeus, look for Amphitrite, which would be Poseidon's wife, Zeus's brother, and then look up Chloris. Chloris. Here it came up relating to my love life. I believe it. I mean, she is the patron saint, the mother of marriage. The main reason I say Hera is because this the card with Scheherazade, it was the sunken cheeks and it was the cloak. And we all know that Hera will turn into something in a fucking hot second when she want to know about some shit. So yeah. What does? Didn't I answer that? What does Lala want with you? Nothing. Not a damn thing. The most is the devil upright. This is just some, not so much wicked shit. It's just negative. Not negative as in bad, but negative as in addictive. What's done in the dark will come to the light. Knight of Pentacles is inverted. That's not a good mood for you. And the Emperor is inverted. You're either going to be too overbearing in the situation, or she's not looking for someone who's going to be about a man about his work. That's just not what she's looking for. It's like, girl, you need a man. You can't be single forever. I mean, to be fair, Hera done had her hands full with Zeus now. Now, I always cackle because I just swear up and down. I done told me, and look, I done talked to Zeus and Hera before. I was like, look, if your husband look anything like some of these depictions have him looking, baby, I mean no disrespect, but your husband fine. Your husband fine. You know how to pick him, ma'am. Now, if he happen to have a crush on me, he got to get your permission and your blessing. Because ain't no way I'm going to sit here and wake up and it's raining inside my house and I pop up pregnant. No, ma'am. Come get your husband. Well, Hera, I don't think she's as she's vengeful and she can be vindictive, but I feel like there's a respect thing there. You know the story of which one was it? Zeus got so many of them. One of the stories is that Zeus, of course, fell in love with some girl, and when she fell in love with the girl, he pursued her, and he, of course, wanted to have sex with her. So he made it rain in her room, and the raindrops dripped down, and and next thing you know, she woke up pregnant. That was one of the stories. Hera ain't about to sit here and slit my damn throat because Zeus wanted to see him make it rain on me. So I be having talks to him. It's like, hey, look. No, it's fine. It's fine. So when she stares, it's just eye candy. Pretty much. Where in the hell? I just realized something. Where is my? Where is this? Why is that not doing it? Hold the entire fuck up. I just realized that. Why has reached? Okay, whatever. I was about to say, where the fuck is my chat at? Okay, anyway, if I reconcile with Jessica, would she go for it? No. I will not be present if Hera is here just to make sure Zeus does not try anything. I mean, I can see her pulling him by his ear. I mean, that to be fair. I don't know if you're a male or female. I would, cause Zeus don't pick. You know, he ain't picky. If he like you, he wants you. I mean, to be fair, deities, a lot of deities see humans as more property. So it's not it's not out of the realm of normalcy for him to refer to you as his. But then again, I'm that type of person where if you mine, you mine. So Jenny really ruined the whole situation. Yep. Yeah, she did. She fucked that boat up, honey. The love boat. Okay. Anna, boy, what the hell are you going through? Why you got so many damn females you trying to figure out? See, this thing, you trying to get all the answers. And I promise you, them ain't the answers that's gonna stick. Okay? I get it. Like I said, I've been there before. You want to know who like you, when they like you, what they like you as, and how much they like. I get it. You want to know all of it. However, what I will say is that it's not the ones that stick. The only reason I say that is because, like I said, everybody done been there before. You done been young, you've been in high school, and all that kind of shit. Someone liking you now before they really know who they are is not going to be the same person who likes you if they like you in a few years. Whew, excuse me. I have seen a lot of people I went to school with, who I grew up with, who settled down. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, if you find someone young and you're their first, last, and only, then that's something for them. That's not me. I couldn't. I thought about doing it before when I was younger, and it just never sat well with me because I'm like, why would I get with somebody before I know who I am? I will say, especially young. Now, I'm not knocking you for wanting to date. By all means, date, but that's what it's for. It's dating. Well, here's the thing. This is something I want you to instill in yourself very, very early. Communication. Be upfront, open, clear, and honest. I don't give a damn if it hurts. Honesty hurts sometimes, but a lie hurts worse. Okay? If you just want to fuck, let it be known. When I was in middle school, I had a dude that I dated. I always say he was a light-skinned Michael Jackson. I had a dude that I dated who told me after we had been dating for like a couple of days, if he's with a girl, he's like, he expects to have sex with her within 2 months. I looked at him and I said, what? Now, mind you, this was a very more pure mindset. I had a very more, naive mindset. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. Because we're dating, you're expecting me to have sex with you? Well, to be fair, yeah. And at least he was open and honest with me enough where I can make the decision where, you know what? I get that eventually a relationship leads to that. I am not ready for it. So I broke up. I was like, I don't like the idea of imminent doom, that pressure of eventually, okay, that 2-month mark is hitting and he's going to expect this. Now, mind you, it may not have even went that way. And just tell them I'm just trying to fuck. Some go for it. Some don't. The ones that don't, we part ways respectfully. Like, I'm not going to talk to you. Right. That's all. You would be shocked. And that's what everyone is looking for nowadays. That's what people are looking for nowadays. People want people to be honest. That's it. No more, no less. They just want someone to be honest. A lot of people, they want someone who's going to be nice and sweet and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I want that, but I want you to be honest. Even if I tell whoever I date, I tell them, I want you to be I want you to be your genuine, true, authentic self. And let me choose if I want to handle that. If that's something I can handle, or am I willing to learn how to handle it? That's it. That's because of the mindset that's like, again, I haven't been a guy, so I don't know. Well, let's put this lifetime, I have not been a guy. So I don't know what y'all go through. I don't know what negative stereotypes y'all encounter on a daily basis. I mean, it could be the men think with their dick, they're all that kind of shit. It could be that. Females are taught some very toxic shit. And it's not fair. And I'm just glad that they're starting to try to break that, although it is years late, but I guess better late than never. The toxic ones are sometimes, this is the aspect of women that it sucks. A lot of us fall for potential and not reality. And a lot of women, I can even go back to some of the shows that I was so in love with and the characters that I was so in love with. And I would look at them and be like, good God, hell no. Why did I even like them? Let's use Twilight. Everybody wanted Edward Cullen's ass, in the movie. Now in the book, he's not as bad. But everybody wanted him. I wanted the werewolf. He's a wolf. He was sexy as fuck. Win-win all around. But as I started reading the book more and I watched more of the movie, I wanted Carlisle. I wanted Carlisle and Emmett. Those were the two that I wanted. And I feel like anybody who looks at that will look at Edward. If you choose Edward and Jacob, you're still young. Why? Because that enticement, that danger, that aspect. But then look at his relationship. His relationship is not good with Bella until she turns. Before then, it's toxic. Edward and Bella ain't no fucking saint because Bella let their asses on. Bella used who she wanted to fill the voice until the other one was available. Not saying it's a bad thing, but the whole situation was toxic. And honestly, I hope no one ever really tries to I hope no one uses that as relationship goals because that shit was horrible. Now, if we look at Carlisle and Emmett, baby, Carlisle, from the little bit that I know of his background, absolutely fucking amazing. Him and Esme, their relationship is fantastic. Rosalie and Emmett, fucking fantastic. Now, she's toxic as fuck because she's territorial as shit. But when you look at Emmett, good God, he is fantastic to date. The Wolves, then that's a fucked up situation with the Wolves because the one who is the technical leader of the pack, he only got that shit because Jacob let him have it. Because Jacob actually won that. Like, I mean, to be fair, his father was the alpha and he would have gotten it through that. And in the end, he still fought and still had the title and chose to let him win. And chose to let the other guy lead. That guy's situation with his girl, where he was so in love with his woman, and they were getting married, and then he imprinted on somebody damn else, and left her ass. Didn't think twice about it. Just up and left, saying it's an animal thing. He can't control it. Toxic. A lot of that fucking book and a lot of that movie is toxic as fuck. And I already answered that question for you before, boy. I done told you that they sit here and they see your weight. I told you that. I remember that question. Do you think if somebody wouldn't know if you lost weight or gained it? Yes, they know. They notice. They notice. Because if they notice when you lost it, they notice when you gain. If anything people know and notice is weight loss and weight gain. These are, that is cute. Are any girls gonna come up to me with some kind of offer? Boy, I'm not studying you. Oh boy, the pheromones that's wafting off of you. Well, I will tell you, in this day and age, go out and have your fun. That's what I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you to be safe about it and don't get caught up. Why I'm not going to tell you? Because I could tell you anything. Because at the end of the day, it's any girl going to come and give you some kind of offer? Of course. That's always going to be a yes answer. It's a matter of when. That's one. But two, right now you're thinking with your dick. I mean, that's just to be honest and true about it. You are thinking with your dick. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't want you to get caught up in some shit. And from what I have seen, what I have heard, what people have said in sessions, nowadays you might want to be a little more discerning with what you stick your dick in. Not just because of STDs or any kind of diseases or accidental pregnancies or anything like that. Because men and women will poke holes in condoms. Like, it's just the fucking fact of the fucking matter. but also because people mentally right now, a lot of people's mental illnesses and mental setbacks and mental, it's showing, and it's coming out heavy. And I get it. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with thinking with it. But what I want you to be more cautious about is women were not and still are not brought up seeing sex as just a carnal act. Women tend to see that as a very, very emotional thing. At least a lot of women. I'm not even going to say most women, but a lot of women won't even fuck somebody they don't have feelings for. And some of the women, especially I've had one on Big O before, do it and will say they're okay with it when they're really not. Like the last young lady that I had on Big O literally said the only reason she did it was because he wouldn't take no. And the one that she did say yes to, she really didn't want to do it. She just did it because it was expected. I'm not saying take sex off the table. You're at this point you're grown. Even as a teenager, you're gonna have urges. That's what it's all about. It's urges. It's figuring out things. It's coming to terms with being an adult and being an animal, because that's what animals have. But guys can fuck a woman and have absolutely no feelings for her. Guys can fuck, hell, guys can fuck anything and have absolutely no feelings for it. It's just in that moment. They don't think before it and they don't think after it. They think in that moment. Women, a lot of women, sex is it's oh. It is a collection of what led up to it, how you feel about them, how you feel about yourself. That is a very vulnerable position to be in. And a lot of women still don't know how to get themselves off. And yet they'll jump into the bed with somebody because it's what they want. Not what the girl wants, but it's what the guy wants or what the other person wants. So, I will say be very, very careful and cautious about who you try to get to that level with, because a lot of times the way they are, you might be shocked at what happens if you got them in bed or what happens after it. Because like I said, as a woman, I know I attach. That was a thing that I had to learn young. I attach. I don't fuck unless I have feelings for you. And to me, that solidifies the feelings. At least it did back then. A lot of women still think that way. Wonder why women be like, oh, but I fucked him last night. At least he still come home to me. That type of shit, that's the type of shit that people will be in. Like, you can end up in that situation. And this is high school. Baby, if you fuck one girl, it's gonna get around. It's gonna get around. And let it be somebody who is not how you thought they were. Yeah. That situation with Jenny, it could be worse. You gotta watch some of them old school obsession movies. Thin line between love and hate. But he was wrong as shit in that. He was. And that, see, the way Jenny is acting as a female, as Jessica's looking at that like she is too attached to you for you have to not have had sex with her. Like, I guarantee Jessica's looking at how Jenny's cop blocking you, and all the stuff that Jenny's doing. I guarantee Jessica's looking at this like, but y'all ain't did nothing. Why the fuck would she be on you so much if y'all ain't did nothing? That makes no sense. So she thinks you're lying. And I said, ain't nothing wrong with wanting to do it. Ain't nothing wrong with going out there to do it. Be prepared. Amazing. What's amazing? I mean, I know I am. Thank you very kindly. But what's amazing? Like, and I get it. These are conversations that aren't regularly had with people. Like I said, I looked up because I could ask my mom anything when I was younger. I can ask my mom anything now, shit. But oh, thank you, sugar. Matthew, I'm gonna tell you exactly. You're not gonna like it, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to hear. It don't matter how that girl feel about you right now. How do you feel about her? And I get it. A lot of people don't. Welcome back, Loon. A lot of people don't want to go chasing something that's uncertain. It's always going to be uncertain. I don't give a damn how many readings I give you. They can change at any time. The reading I give you is the most current, recent path that you're on. You like her, you're drawn to her, go talk to her. See, the fact that right now you're thinking with your dick, go talk to her. If you took sex off the table, how did you feel about her? Reason screenshot the exact movie. Okay. Now, what do you like about her? Get rid of the sex and get rid of the physical appearance. What do you like about her? See, a lot of people don't understand that looks and smells is it's an animal thing. When you're really pretty, such as myself, when you have certain aspects about yourself, this comes from years, decades, centuries, millennia of people getting together and liking these certain physical attributes about you. Whether it's that they liked you and bred that into the next generation, or you were unlucky and had to settle. Either way, people who are very handsome or very pretty, very aesthetically appealing. This comes from a lot of attraction to make that person, i.e., me. But but that is supposed to be the beginning part. It's like a Venus flytrap. Venus flytraps are filled with nectar, filled with something sweet to attract you. Now you have to see if she can not only just attract you, can she keep you? And can you keep her? She doesn't talk to a lot of people, close circle. She's very sweet, nerdy, but also looks like she can fight. You're only saying looks like, you don't know that for certain. My thing is this: if you're attracted to someone, go talk to them. Now, I'm not saying be stupid about this. This is for some high school ass kids. I'm not talking to you grown ass adults. Y'all motherfuckers need damn help. Wondering why y'all ending up on the back of damn milk cartons and shit. Now, as the teenager, if you see someone you like, go talk to them. Go talk to her. Really get to know her. Because a lot of people can say, oh, they're nerdy. Well, what makes them nerdy? That they like to read books? No, that just makes them fucking literate. She's very sweet. What about her sweet? How long have you been around her? When you have interactions with this girl, how long are they? Have you seen her outside of what you're used to seeing her as? Excuse me. What I mean by that is when you see her, it's probably a lot of times it's at school. Being at school is like being at work. Okay? A lot of people put their best foot, their best face forward. That's what they're going to do. That's how they do it. It's all about being the best you that you can be. Now, outside of that, I do. Mother, may I? Okay. Yeah, I do. You're right. She talks about going to juvie and running from cops. She'll corrupt me. They ain't got shit to do with nothing. That's called a teenager being rebellious. You can say she talks about going to juvie and running from the cops. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to give you this little tidbit of advice. Women, certain types of women, and I just so happen to be one of those types of women. When I like somebody, oh, baby, I research. See, I'll pull your background in a whole hot second. Okay? I have no problem pulling backgrounds. I always do. Now, if I like a guy, I could tell you his birthday. I could tell you his mama's name. I could tell you roughly how many siblings he has. Their names, how many nieces and nephews he got. I could roughly tell you a lot of shit. A lot of women do that. A lot of men, well, I can't say a lot of men. I haven't really heard men doing this. This is more of a, I guess this is more of a woman thing. But a simple background check will tell you whether or not her ass really got mugshots. Because some people say that shit just to fit in. Now, I'm not saying she ain't a thug, because she could be. What I'm saying is actually talk to her. Talk to her not in the mindset of, oh, I'm going to fuck her. No. Just talk to her and be like, damn, I wonder what she's really like. Talk to her to get to know her. Because you'd be surprised at how much of a front people put up just to be liked and be known and be seen by other people. Some people will sit here and tell you, oh, yeah, I like that. Oh, yeah, I like that. Whole time they ass allergic. Just talk to her and see. Any girl that you sit here and say you got eyes on, that's fine. But remember, spider webs are very fucking pretty. I would hate to be the fly. Okay? You ever seen a spider web right in the morning with the dew on it? They are fucking gorgeous. If you a fly, it is a guaranteed death trap. I get, yeah, you get more flies with sugar than honey than shit, but I have not seen a shit pile yet that doesn't have flies on it. So you're gonna get attracted either by her being overly sweet or by her being full of shit. That's the best way to see it. She's either gonna be very sweet or full of shit. That's the way to attract you. Now, that's only when you actually get there and you start looking and researching and digging whether or not you're going to find if that's her through and through. Oh my God. Maybe I'm not dealing with you. Oh my God. I'm here for. That is what I'm here for. I tell you the best way. See everybody like a cookie with something on it. The thing is it a chocolate chip cookie or is it a raisin cookie? Because some people don't like raisins. I don't know why people don't like oatmeal raisin. I love an oatmeal raisin. Oh, I want an oatmeal raisin cookie. That sounds so good right now. And Dollar Tree used to sell the best fucking oatmeal. Them motherfuckers used to be this here damn big. They were so soft. And baby, if you put them in the microwave, they was all warm and got a good cup of fucking milk. See, I used to love bake sales, but I was raised black, okay? If your shit wasn't wrapped up, I wasn't touching it. And then if I didn't know you, I wasn't buying it. So I was kind of fucked. Oh man, I might go to Dollar Tree tomorrow and see if I can find some of them cookies because they used to be so fucking good. Bags of cookies. The brownies. Oh my god. Now we used to have school bake sales and shit. Now school bake sales they were pretty trustworthy. Oh my god. It was some folks though you couldn't like they had to be I think they had to be like approved by the school or some shit. They settled on like getting like from I guess a bakery or some shit to come in and bring food. All I know is whatever this was, it was like they had little gift bag, plastic ribbon wraparound ones. They were good. But baby, my mom used to come home a lot. And she always had these fucking cookies. They was in that rectangular thing. It's like that from Dollar Tree. And it had like about 5 slots. And each slot had about like 8 to 10 cookies or something in it. And it was like five cookies because back then it was real big. Oh my god, that was some of the best ass fucking cookies. Oh my god. And baby, I still to this day cannot find these fucking cookies. They was called Smiling Jacks. If I could find them fucking cookies, oh my god. Those were some of the best fucking cookies. It was like shortbread mixed with a lemon fucking cookie and they were so good. Now y'all got me hungry. It's not even that I'm hungry, it's just that I want the cookie. Oh yeah, now cake pops wasn't as big until usually they sold a lot more cookies, brownies, and like cupcakes. So when they started selling cake pops, it was probably when I got older. And are any girls gonna approach you? Yep. And it looks like it's always a fucking one has a man already that she's not happy with. And the other, it literally you show up in passing like between one of their arguments or their fights. Walker or Walika, say it one more time, baby. Thank you very kindly, baby. Your soul is now mine, and welcome to the Shadow Gallery. You will never, ever have a good day. Take care now, baby. What you mean? I was very fucking clear. One is with a man she is not happy with. The other you meet in passing, like they're having an argument or something, and you see her. I can't be more clear than that. The fuck was that? It's gonna be a Jenny. Keep on, it's gonna be Jenny. Lord. Now I'm mean. Ugh. It's true. I mean, I never said I wasn't. I would say I'm honest as fuck. But look, you momentarily unnice person. I mean, if that's how you gotta refer to it. Am I gonna have to actually go through? Ugh, this is annoying. Uh, what happened? Am I still a problem child? Absolutely, absolutely, totally, completely. You have never stopped being my problem child. Like how you know that cup ain't fully blue, and no matter how much you want to change it, will always be that way. I mean, it's possible. That's one way of saying it. That's definitely one way to see it. There we go. I had to block that damn fool, and in order for me to block it, it was convoluted as hell. Anyway, um, what was the question? Okay, I have a question. Anita has a man. Sir, I swear they wrote a whole bunch of love songs about you back in the day. I know she's unhappy. Oh, good. This is the one who's in the two of ones one that I just read. Okay, because she's always dissing him. Like we were at a party and we were talking about eating coochie. She told him in front of us, "I don't know why you asked that. You barely eat coochie." I mean, is it her? Because she popped up in my mind. To be fair, I wouldn't want to be with somebody who's gonna disrespect their fucking partner like that in front of people. I don't want someone to do that in private, but in front of people, no. Is it her? Nope, not her. But anybody who's gonna do that shit, see, that's the. I would say that's the problem with a lot of people nowadays. They want every damn thing to be a show. Like the idea of privacy, doing shit just between you and your partner. People don't have that shit no more. Everybody want to be all out. I'm this big of a freak, and I'm that, and my man do this, and my woman do this. Spit and sin on the swing from the chandelier. People want all that shit. And my thing is this: if you are the type of person who's gonna sit here and tell all your fucking business out to the public, Why would your partner feel safe with you? The difference between you and the outside to your partner is supposed to be that you are their safe zone. You are their safe space. You are the place they can go to. And it's not that it's free of judgment. That is not what I'm saying. It will never be free of judgment. It is that if they come to you, it is, I love you enough that I'm going to tell you the absolute truth. But I'm going to do it in a way to be respectful of you when the world would be just assholes. So, as far as something like that, if she know he don't eat pussy and that's something that's big to her, that is something she should have been telling him. See, this is what I'm talking about. People don't really, at least from what I'm seeing, a lot of people don't get what relationships are until later, because the early relationships is just to figure it out. But a lot of shit, no. Yo, sex life, okay, if you have a healthy sex life, fine. It's okay to be like, yo, our sex life is good. But giving full detail, a lot of men don't even like that shit. Like, I've read some of the damn what is it, the am I the asshole things and all that kind of shit, where guys are like, I did not know women share so much shit. I did not know people had so much detail. Like, they know I have a mole here, and I know, and they know I do this and that. And men are just like, yo, you had something, man. I had something, was good. And that's it. They don't give detail. So, as far as your partner, they're not going to trust you if you're going to go run your mouth every fucking where. You're not safe. Them two ain't going to last. And if they do, they're toxic as fuck. I don't know why you don't eat pussy anyway. Like that, for what? People don't get that when you're in a relationship, you are a fucking team, okay? It is you against the fucking world. It is you against the outside. Y'all are supposed to be one-on-one, have each other's back. Now, if one is wrong, I'm not saying you supposed to go and show a fucking, just show your ass and make a whole goddamn show out of it. You know what I'm saying? They're definitely rubbing the wrong way. Yeah, because that's not okay. Like, it's not the first time it happened. The fact that she did it, yeah, she's done it before, and she's comfortable enough to do it. Will tell the whole group chat what fucking cologne you had. Yeah. Yeah. And I admit, because I've been in that situation before. I've dated guys before where women was like, girl, what'd he do? I mean, he's good. Girl, what'd he do? Why are you so interested? Like, I always felt offended. Like, if I had a guy who ate pussy, it was like, he eat pussy? Oh, yeah, he eat pussy. He eats pussy. It's fantastic. Girl, how he do it? He eats it. The fuck you trying to get damn blueprints of how he does it? Like, I've always felt offended for that. Why are you questioning me about intimate relations with my man? That will never make sense. People don't get, there's a line. Everything is not for everybody. Even like as far as dressing, like me, anything I wear, I'm very mindful of, guess what? I have wide hips. I have a big ass. I have big thighs. I have a big chest. I know that a low cut shirt on a regular, smaller chested girl is going to be obscenely low on me. So I know how to, I've been in this body long enough. I know at least how to cover up or at least look decent. It's not for everybody. It's to give it's not just to give to the illusion, but it's like, you're supposed to make people wonder. Like, what's under there? What's really under there? How does it look? But they ain't supposed to have a clear goddamn view of it. But then again, that's just me. Some people are like that. They'll let it all hang out. That's fine. Again, everything ain't for every fucking body. And I'm not victim shaming. I'm not saying none of that shit. Because a no means no and a yes means yes. Some people can make the argument or will try to make the argument of, well, if they didn't want, they shouldn't have dressed like that. That is fucking ridiculous. People have the freedom to wear what the fuck they want. That's the first thing. You can wear what the fuck you want. You can walk out of your house butt ass fucking naked. That don't mean you're asking to be molested or assaulted. That's not what that is. Now, not even on the other hand, because there's no other hand about that. But as someone who would go out naked, you have to understand there's a certain way you're going to be viewed. There's a certain way you're going to be viewed. There's a certain perception that comes with walking around with your dick out or your pussy out. And again, not victim shaming, not victim blaming. Because that person still says no, guess what? It means fucking no. You can look good, you can look sexy, you can do what you want. Understand that certain things has a certain background with it. But your no should still mean no. Is Ray trying to make me go against girls? Yep. That is so. Oh, they're making this so tedious. Lord, do people think you trap? Yep. Do they think you get it honestly? Nope. Okay, I gotta go because this shit is getting complicated at work. Basically some shit just happened and I gotta do some shit with work. Um, so yeah, let me get out of here and about next 15 to 30 minutes go to TikTok or uh, go to TikTok, Instagram, or yeah, One of them. And get your end of day lesson. No problem, sugar. Oh, I don't say love idly. So I strongly appreciate you as well. But you be safe too, sugar. It's not a me thing, but now they're giving all these extra fucking instructions that we did not have to do beforehand, and I have to go over this fucking book with this list of fucking rules and shit that they want us to do. They're making it way more complicated than they need to be. I, true. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I don't say the word love idly. I love you. I don't say it idly. I don't just say it to anybody. Like, even as a response thing, I don't just say it idly. So it pisses some people off if they was like, "Man, love you." It's like, thank you. Not just gonna say it. But I strongly appreciate you too, and I care about you as well. But let me go ahead. Well, I thank you for being understanding of it. And so let me go ahead and end this, and I'll be putting your end of day lesson up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and read over this shit because they're doing everything last minute. Before I go, let me just vent. Let me just vent. They waited. Okay. If you want to say it, you can say it. That's absolutely fine. I have no problem with people saying it. I just won't repeat it. But let me just vent. They waited so fucking last minute. My job has had their internet down all day. All fucking day. Okay? Why I say all day? I mean all day. Now, I don't go in today. I go in tomorrow. Well, technically, tomorrow is 5 minutes from now. But yeah, tomorrow. It's been down all day. You've had at least from the time the building opened to the time the building closed to decide to go ahead and let folks know what's happening. They decide, and it wasn't even them. This is the part that gets me. It wasn't them that told me shit. It was the people that have us do shit online. They reached out to me and said, "Hey, I know y'all site is down. Can you do it from home?" What do you mean our site is down? Yeah, your site is down. We ain't been told no shit about the site being down. What are you talking about? So I then messaged my manager, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we haven't had internet all day." What? And then it's funny because she's mad because I found out basically everything outside of them where she didn't know shit was going on. And then she's like, "I'm just mad that you found out before me. I didn't get to tell y'all." And in my head, like, you knew the internet was down before I did and before they did. They waited till 7 o'clock at night to start texting everybody saying, "Hey, you might have to work from home tomorrow. Do you have the capability of doing it? Is it okay with you? Can you do it?" "Yeah, sure, I can do it." "That's absolutely fine. Yeah, I can do that. I prefer to do that, honestly." And then they're setting up everything, getting everybody together and everything. And I'm informing my boss as to what's going on. And she's like, "They told us to have everybody come in. Y'all ain't got internet. How the fuck we gonna do anything in your building when you don't have internet? All y'all shit is online. Any purchases made are online. Even if they do it in person, guess what? Your system is online. I don't understand." So yeah, so now I got to go back through all this online shit to see what they're asking, because apparently people been fucking up. And they're making this a whole lot more complicated than it need to be. And I have to go back and make my own little diagram or cheat sheet or something because theirs is not to be trusted. Oh. And I have to do this before the morning. So hopefully it's not long. So yeah, let me get out of here. So I thank you for joining us in the Shadow Gallery. The lights are out, the doors are closed. The Hellpaw Pull gracefully and gratefully escort you on out the door and off the premises. Please do not trip on your way out. They do not care. They will catch you like a bag of bones or runes. If you would like to book a private session, purchase a live pool, or donate to me, the Hellpaw, to the show in general, or if you would like to donate to my Hellpaw's birthday. Are you coming up here to say? Are you gonna come up here so they can see you, so they know whose birthday it is? Are you coming? Hey, you coming this way? You gonna let them see you? Did he eat? Damn, y'all can't see him. Well, he's right here. If you're on, oh damn, you can't see him on Instagram. You is short. But if you would like to give something to him for his birthday, you may do so on my website, www.MadamShadO.wixsite.website, or via PayPal or Cash App directly to MadamShadO. There is no W in Shad'O ever. If you put a W in Shad'O, I'm not supposed to where you or your money goes or where you or your money ends up. As per usual, love me, like me, share, and subscribe to me. Turn your notifications on so you know when I go live. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Big O, and on TikTok. If you're on Big O, by all means, with my tag loudly and proudly, Sugar. Any energetic beings that I extend an invitation to during this live, your invitation has been rescinded and your permission has been revoked. That being said, any energetic beings that are here that are not welcome here, not assigned to be here, not supposed to be here, you do not have to go home. You do have to get the hell out of here and off of the premises. We thank you all. We will see y'all possibly tomorrow night, depending on what kind of hellationist happens. We'll yeah, we might. I don't know. I just feel like tomorrow is probably going to be dumb as shit because they did the one thing I told them not to do. Let my coworker stay on his line. Don't let him come off that line. Like, it makes more sense, especially if we're going to be doing this from home, to leave him so he can stay logged into that line. They did not. So instead, they have this shit all kind of, it's beyond me. I'm not a manager. That's not my business. As usual, and always take care now. Bye-bye. Then we will see y'all later. My mouth's not working.